Joe Rizzo here for MMA Diehards with the voice. Michael Schiavello, in person, world traveler, but we got him here in New Jersey.
Only for you, Joe. Only for you. It's a pleasure.
So you just finished up with the HDNet part of the StrikeForce card here, and you must have been excited to be with Boss Rutan for the first time.
Man, I'm absolutely thrilled. Since I started at HDNet, all I get is emails and tweets and Facebooks every day, every week. People just going, when are you going to commentate with El Guapo? When are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? And HDNet have paired me up with so many people over this time, over the last 18 months, and finally got the chance to do it tonight on a Saturday night live. And it was amazing. It was a dream come true for me, just to be with Bus commentating cage side. It was phenomenal. I felt the energy the whole way. It was great.
Tell us a little bit about the rise of HDNet and your role in that, because you're a guy that has really become synonymous with that brand. You're part of that brand.
Yeah, you know, HDNet, I signed with them 18 months ago, and I've got a long-term contract with them, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be part of the family. I believe we've got the best crew in the whole of covering MMA. We do all the big shows, you know. To add StrikeForce to my resume tonight as well means I've done every big show now with HDNet outside of doing UFC, and it's just an awesome feeling. And we've got so many more shows coming up this year. And Andrew Simon, our CEO, is signing new deals as we speak right now. He's floating around the arena with contracts, and Daryl Ewalt, our EP, and Mark Cuban, they all work so hard to bring you fans the best quality in production, the best quality in fights, and make sure that every night, Friday night, you are going to see K1 MMA on your TV screen, in your living room. It's just, no one else does it like HDNet. I'm thrilled to be a part of it.
You're a high-energy guy. It comes across on the air. Do people give you criticism that they feel like you're over the top, or that it's not really you? I mean, knowing you, I think it's really you. I don't think it's an act. I think it's your enthusiasm. Explain that to some of the people.
No, you know, I say to people that if you can't get excited over fights like this, even the prelim fights we just saw, I mean, John Cholish ripping out a beautiful submission in the second round. I mean, if that doesn't lift your heart rate, you have no pulse. You know, stuff like K1 and the Grand Prix and Sengoku, Dream, MFC, XFC, King of the Cage, whatever it is on HDNet, you've got to get excited about it. And I believe any good commentator worth their salt needs to get excited about the sports they're commentating. I don't like boring commentators who just dial it in, collect their paycheck and go home. You've got to commit to it. You've got to be passionate about it. And, you know, if you're having fun with it and if you're passionate, then I believe the people at home are going to be passionate and have fun with it. Even if it's a boring fight, even if it's stale, rusty, horrible fight, you can still find good, exciting, passionate things to talk about. And that's what I always try and look for. It's always entertainment, and information is big on my agenda.
Let's get a little serious for a second. You had a great experience yesterday here in New Jersey. Believe it was the first time that you actually went to a school and you addressed some school kids. Tell us a little bit about that.
Man, that was one of the highlights in my life. And when I say that, I'm a man who's been blessed to have so many great highlights, but this was an amazing experience. At the fan meet in Manhattan the other day, a school teacher came up to me and said, "Hey, Voice, would you like to give a speech to some kids in a middle school in Jersey City? They're aged 11, 12, 13, you know, talk about anti-bullying and the importance of education." And these are kids that get good grades and good attendance records, and some of them have special learning needs. One of them was a boy with autism, was only 11 years old, but they get picked on a lot because they're so committed to their schooling. And I could relate to that because I was exactly the same when I was in high school. You know, I was a bigger boy, I was an ethnic boy among mostly Anglo-Saxon kids, and I was committed to my schooling and my homework, and on the weekends I was working at, you know, radio and television work and newspaper reporting every weekend while my mates were going out getting drunk and losing their virginity, which didn't happen until a lot later for me. So I could really relate to these kids, and to get up there on stage, and I took Alistair Overeem with me, you know, for an added surprise, and to be there on the stage talking to these kids and just seeing their reactions and meeting all of them and signing autographs. And, you know, I had this beautiful young girl, 12 years old, named Damani, came up to me afterwards, and she said to me, "Michael, when I grow up, I want to be just like you." And I almost cried. It was one of the most humbling, beautiful experiences, and I'm so privileged to be in a position in my life where I can use my life experiences. And even if I just got through to one kid, even if I just got through to that girl Amani, and I've helped to influence her life in a positive way, then it's just the greatest feeling in the world.
So it's kind of an interesting thing maybe for you to actually have fans instead of commentating about the people that have fans. But this girl, she must have been a big Badr Hari fan. Is that probably why?
I tell you what, I think they were all big Alistair Overeem fans. At this one stage, it had to be done. I said, the kids lined up and asked us questions. And one of the kids said, "Oh, can you tell us about your training and your diet?" So Alistair spoke about his diet, and I said, "Hey, you want to see the result of hard training?" I said, "Alistair, take your shirt off." And he took his shirt off, and they went crazy. And girls were like, "Oh my God, look at his abs. It's crazy." crazy. Yeah, it was just so good to see. It was such a rewarding feeling. And anyone who's watching this, if you've got a school and I'm in your town, get a hold of me. Don't be afraid to tweet me or Facebook me or email me and ask me. If I'm free, I would love to come out and do more of it. I really felt like I connected. It's something I'd like to do a lot more of.
All right, that's Michael Schiavello, the voice. Thanks, Michael.
Mr. Rizzo, it is a pleasure. This man owns this town. He owns this town. I'm so excited. Thank you very much.